Welcome to today's episode of Comment 6. So I just noticed something. I haven't made a video in a while that's over a good minutes long, and this may be a exception to that. Because first off, let's just talk about the decline of regular TV and the streamable rise of streaming. So let me begin off stating my statement here. I'm not saying that regular TV is bad. There are some good shows on there, underrated ones and good ones. For instance, Abbott Elementary is a great show, a Emmy nominated show that I actually like and think is very fun and creative. And then you have Animal Control, another good comedic comedy show. You notice how I mentioned all those were more lead comedies? That's because that's the best thing networking TV can actually put out for a good time. Oh, and I'm being serious here. If you think I'm wrong, I'm going to give you a list of shows that are on streaming services, including comedies that are way better than you expected and are better. Here's reasons. Let's get off with Squid Game, the biggest sensational hit entirely in 2021-2020 was Squid Game that was on streaming services. We also have had Ted Lasso, a great hit show, a very funny show that came on a streaming service also. As you can see, these two shows, including Stranger Things and many others, have all been on streaming services. And it begs the question, why are some of the best shows ever on streaming services and not on regular TV? Sorry when I say it like this, but the quality and budgets of these shows are just way much more better than any of the shows that came out in the past regular streaming services, as there is better writing put to them and style to them. Like these shows just have better quality and better branding over them. It just gives them more of a certain type of feel to them. Like, let's just think about it here. Stranger Things itself is made great by the money that's put behind it and the production overall season after season, including Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. Like, that show literally has a lot of money put into it. And let's not even just talk about again how much money Netflix puts into their own original shows, just for them flop. But that's another point there. That the money is very much put in. We're on regular TV shows. They kind of look more bland and lighthearted and don't feel realistic enough. Why these shows actually look more realistic and look like they're meant to be movies just as a TV show format. Why morely regular network program TV shows don't look anything compared to that. It's kind of like saying I have a new Batman movie coming out, which is actually going to be coming out soon. There are new Batman movies coming out. It's like when we get the Matt Reeves' new second Batman movie right there. And then we're also getting the DCEU's, rebooted Batman movie. Like, which one am I going to want to go see? The one that I have no more time about and I know will definitely be taking his heart and grip and soul into it, made to be a good movie, or the one that it's supposed to come out and be part of the DCU franchise that it's just complicated. Again, that's another reason. And again, there are some shows that actually had a lot of money behind them that actually didn't succeed. Like the Disney Plus is literally taking a whole reshuffle of all TV shows they made and decided to fix them all up. I swear Disney has just been AI generating all their scripts. Not the point though. Point being that they have big money behind them, which means big advertisement, and morely all the best shows are on their streaming services. It helps that you can actually go watch them on things like Hulu, and including Netflix and Disney Plus. You can watch a lot of these things on those streaming services. But there's only been very recently, again, two good shows that have been Emmy nominated. Then you have other things coming from other places, like Apple has some great shows out there, which leads on to my next big thing. We kind of like originality and creativity on networking TV. Since shows like The Office, Superstore, Community, and of course Brooklyn Nine-Nine have went out the air, it's kind of been dead in the water for a long time. And it's sad to say that Apple Elementary is the only thing keeping it together, as Apple TV has made shows like Ted Lasso and many others that allow originality and creativity to show their flaws and be good. As I think a lot of brands should try to do what Apple did, making original creative shows like that for their own selves. I say, but it's true. Like, originality and creativity have made so many shows good. You have certain shows like Swagger and a bunch of other Apple TV Plus shows that have actually been pretty good because of the writing, the production on it, and the creativity to it, as they're all morally original, as it actually looks like a great thing that can really come along and be its own successful run franchise. I mean, Apple has shown that's the way to market your brand of being a business turned streaming services. That's the route you should go for. That's why I think it's like Disney Plus should take it to my way Apple did. kind of using more originality, bringing on original ideals and scripts to morally show themselves. Instead of trying to put themselves in competition with their Marvel shows, their shows which have not been actually pretty good, besides like 2 shows really, you need more originality to them, and it brings out a lot more to it. Right now, Disney's in like a downfall of movies and TV shows spiral right now, so it doesn't help their point, including Warner Bros. So again, these shows bring originality and creativity. I brought up Ted Lasso a couple minutes ago when I said that it's a more original, funny, creative show, as it's morely meant to be that type of TV show that will add more unique humor to it, and not everything is pretty much censored. In fact, for shows like Netflix, Hulu, Apple TV, and Disney Plus, they are morely have guidelines on what they can air or what they want to air, which adds a little bit more to it, as networking TV just isn't still again original and has so many guidelines that they have to follow. Like, I don't know how many times I can name. We've seen some shows that are actually good and unique that get canceled way too early on network TV just because the ratings are very horrible. Like, for instance, Welcome to Flash, a very unique comedy show that I felt if it could found its ground, could have actually been good. Another, for example, I would like to actually say is a lot more. But the networks are successful trying to find the next comedic success to bring them back on the landscape, such as Superstore, another Superstore, another Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or even a unique comedic show that's like Community, or even more of a show like The Office. They're trying to find unique shows like that to gild their stomping ground. And it's sad to say they could try, but they're never going to find a show that will really outrun its course. I did some digging and found out what the longest running TV shows on regular TV have been for the longest time. They are morally Law and Order shows, NCIS, The Simpsons, Family Guy, and others. Including the most runnable show right now is Grey's Anatomy. Notice how none of those shows are actually comedy and are morally dramatic shows that take place in procedural or other areas. The reason is because these shows can be timeless and can do what they want, because in cartoon forms, these characters are drawing. You can end your show however you want to, and that's the question. When do you need to end the show? Like The Simpsons or Family Guy, which can run for however long it wants to, no matter who is there or not there, no matter if they're actors leave, they can still run the show without them, as the show has still been going on for a long time. Including things like, again, Grey's Anatomy, which will probably end coming up soon, but has been one of the dominant shows on cable television, captivating many people and viewers themselves. There have been other shows to come out that have done that similar same thing, but really aren't hitting the grounds. For instance, I think an underrated show is Animal Control, a good, funny comedic show that will probably get canceled in 2 to 3 seasons, as it's very unique in comedy wit, but won't get the better ratings, and really just doesn't help that it's on Fox, which has just really fallen off the curve of being good TV. They let Brooklyn Nine-Nine go and then go to NBC, didn't help their case. So I kind of feel like really with this show that we're going to really get to see good seasons come out of it with all the writing and creativity that have come to other shows on streaming services. Another thing that I forgot to mention is, oh, that's right, it's a lot better. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, I really can't see Invincible, The Boys, Daredevil, hell, The Punisher, even a lot of more superhero shows or anything other than that morally on regular network TV, including the upload. I just can't see some of those series on network TV due to how much restrictions they would have on their ability. And more with streaming services, there aren't that many big restrictions that you would need to make your shows better. So you could see that as a great way to tell your writing and story as it goes on. So yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments down below. Do you guys think that streaming services are going dead and falling apart? And I'll see you guys next time. So let me know down in the comments down below what you think. And be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Comment 06. I'm back, guys. So there'll be a lot more videos coming, kind of like this. And let me know, do you like this new style, since I'm kind of changing up my channel again.